Hey guys, Taylor here and welcome back to Crypto Ninjas. Today we're diving into something pretty interesting happening in the blockchain gaming space. It's called B3. Now, if you're into Web3 gaming or just curious about where this space is heading at, then stick around because today we are going to talk about what B3 is, how it works in details, and as always, predicting the price of B3 after being listed on Bybit Spot Exchange. Let's go. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to Crypto Ninjas for more awesome videos just like this. Yep. Awesome. And follow us on our X account for the latest updates about everything crypto. If you don't have a Bybit account, make sure to use our referral link down in the description and also in the comments for 20% off of the trading fees for life. Thank you very much. Okay, so what is B3? Well, this is the official X account of B3 and this is the official website of B3. Now, if you look at the bio on their X account, they are building the open gaming layer 3 on Base, deploy game chains on gamechain.b3dotfun, play games on basement.fun, right? So what they're doing is basically they're a gaming focused blockchain layer built on top of Base. And you might be wondering, right? Okay, so what is Base? Well, Base is a blockchain layer 2 built by the Coinbase exchange, Coinbase team. They are the #1 exchange in America. So B3 takes it a step further and they're building a layer 3 on top of Base. If you go to their website and you click on the docs, it's going to be written in their documents, right? Everything is here. You can obviously find out and do your research, but here we go. B3 is a layer 3 that settles on Base, allowing for further scaling and capable of delivering dedicated block space specifically for games. Well, why does it matter? Why do we need a dedicated block space specifically for games? Well, if you look at Binance Smart Chain or Arbitrum or Ethereum, they have their games, right, on those chains. However, by playing those games and you are sharing the networks with other people as well, like DeFi users, right, or meme traders and whatnot. So sometimes those chains can get congested, all right? There's going to be high traffic and it's going to push up the gas fee if you want to do one transaction in the game. While on those chains, it's going to be insanely high and also it's very slow and sometimes your transactions don't even go through, right? So playing games on those chains, you share your network power, it's going to get very uncomfortable. The gameplay is going to get ruined. You don't like the game, you just straight up hate it. That is why there are specific blockchains already for games like Ronin or Immutable Eggs, or more recently we got Saga and also Sai, which are on, you know, the Binance launch pool, very big, right? So obviously it is a need, right? The gamers don't have to share the same networks with the other blockchains, with other on-chain games or interactions that drive up the gas fee and slow down the traffic. B3 is just like that, right? It is dedicated to games only. Their whole pitch is that B3 fixes those problems by being super scalable and almost gasless. So how does that work with B3 exactly in detail? Well, instead of running everything on a single chain, B3 operates more like a microservices system, so it breaks things up into smaller specialized components. Okay, so look at this. While the global state is stored in B3, we horizontally scale by sharding at the application layer, orchestrating dedicated sidecars for apps, games, and computationally heavy operations. So as you can see, they break things up into smaller pieces for better management, right? It's kind of like how Netflix, right, has, you know, microservices. So for different functions, right? So one service might handle recommendations of movies you might like. Another might handle the streaming part of the movies, and another component might handle the user authentication when you log in. So different functions have, different, you know, services or microservices handle different functions, and together they create a very seamless experience for the viewers, right? And in this case for B3, for the players and the gamers. So that's very nice. It keeps everything very fast, very efficient, and it's very scalable. The other beautiful thing about B3 is that you as a developer will be extremely beneficial while if you are integrating your game on B3, because developers can create dedicated game-specific chains in B3, meaning they can fine-tune settings like gas fee and consensus mechanisms and transaction speeds without relying on a single universal blockchain configuration. Like if you're building on Arbitrum, for example, you cannot customize anything about Arbitrum, but on B3, yeah, they allow you to do that. And finally, for the gamers, well, obviously you have a smoother gameplay experience, right? Since the system is modular, gaming transactions like minting assets or in-game purchases or rewards, claiming rewards can happen instantly and with almost zero gas fee instead of waiting for the network confirmations. Like imagine playing games on Ethereum, like keep CryptoKitties in before times, bro, it takes like minutes, like 30 minutes for one transaction to go through. It was horrible. In conclusion, what I'm trying to say is that B3, they remove all of these like different, very annoying like friction points when it comes to blockchain transaction speed and gas fee and whatnot, right? They remove all of that and make your gameplay much more like just an online game where you play on your PC. There's not going to be any lags, there's not going to be issues, everything is instantly very fast, so the experience is very enjoyable, right? It's not going to feel like a blockchain app anymore with transactions. No, it's going to feel just like an online game. Next, let's talk about some of their notable achievements, all right? So in less than 10 months, and this post was from February 7th, by the way, they launched a testnet from the help of core contributors just 2 months after leaving Coinbase. So yeah, the big thing about B3 is that their team is consisted of alumni slash ex, employee at Coinbase, so pretty legit team, right? They went straight to mainnet after just 1 month in testnet. Personally, I think that is a little bit too fast. It seems like they were rushing things because of the market condition and whatnot, but 1 month in testnet, personally, I don't think it's enough to be testing a whole chain, right? Normally, it might take a minimum of 3 to 6 months, but hey, you can, call me out on that. But yeah, I think 1 month is just too, still a little bit short, by the way. Spend months heads down, partnering up with top studios and brands, launching 80 plus games on mainnet, and building the infrastructure to drastically expand on-chain gaming in 2025. You're early because we're early. So yeah, they have a lot of games right now on their website, which I'm going to be showing you in a little bit. And honestly, as a teaser, the games are playable. It's fun. It's kind of cool to play those games. However, are they really actually suitable for this current gaming demands? Because as you know, there are a lot of games right now that are AAAs that people are playing, right? Call of Duty and League of Legends and whatnot, right? Big games and Black Myth Wukong, right? And GTA, whatever. So those games are very heavy. They are fun, obviously, but they are not blockchain games because I don't think blockchain games right now we have those games at that quality, right? So what about the qualities of the game on B3? Are they fun? Are they similar? Are they AAA experience? Do you have great gameplays? Well, we're gonna be looking at them right now. So one good thing about B3 is their gaming platform, right? It's called B3dotfun or BSMNT, right? Whatever. So this is the website of this platform. Now, from the look of this website, you can see that they have a lot of games, right? And all of these games are playable too. I tried it before this video. Some games might not be because I haven't tried everything, but I tried, a lot of games and they are all playable. You don't need to even create an account. You can just play as a guest, right? And, you can log in and play the game, try the game out before you actually, create an account, right? So that's very nice. I like it. You can also play on mobile. I tried playing games on mobile. Some games I can play, some games I cannot. So I guess, that's something that they need to fix. That's why you need more time on testnet, by the way. But yeah, all of these games, as you can see, it's very light, right? It's very casual. It looks like these games remind me of the early 2000s, like Flash games. I don't know if you know it. I mean, it's fun. It's fast. It's addictive, obviously, but I guess to young people, not young, but like my generation. I'm 26. I played those Flash games before, and when I look at this, it gives me the nostalgia. I can actually play these games, no problem. I'm not a big gamer myself. I'm not like a Call of Duty guy. I'm not playing games every day. I have a job, right? So it's, for me, these types of games, I can play them. Maybe for fun, maybe a few hours or so, and then, I can just not play them, and then, maybe I'll go back once every, while, right? But for, the younger generations, are these games really suitable for them? Are they going to be addicted to these games and actually invest your time in these games and maybe invest in the in-game assets of these games? That's the problem with blockchain gaming, right? There are not a lot of games that are actually addictive for obviously gamers, right? And I don't think B3 solved that yet. You know, I haven't tried all their games, but a lot of the games that they have on their website right now, it's copied from other games. For example, they have this one, Tap Supermarket, right? It's very similar to other games of which I will not name. Monster Rush, it looks like Cut the Rope, right? And then look at that, Geometry Rash. They just changed name. It's what the game it is. And here we go, straight up, Cut the Candy, right? So yeah, it's like a copied version about the renowned games, which I get it, copyright whatnot. But like I haven't seen any innovation within B3 platforms, or any good games that can actually be addictive. I'm not saying that you need like crazy games, like high graphics game, heavy games, like Off the Grid. Like Off the Grid is a good game, but I'm not saying that you need these types of games to be appealed to the audience. If you look at Jump King or Vampire Survivors, right, and those kind of games, like the graphics are basic, right, 8-bit whatnot. It's very basic graphics, but the gameplay is addictive. So that's why a lot of people are still playing it, right? So yeah, I mean B3 just need to find games like that. It sounds hard, obviously, to be building games like that, but it's doable. So yeah, I'm still waiting on for a game like that to show up on B3 and actually be addictive, and people can actually grind and play. That would be awesome, but for now I just don't see that with B3 yet. It seems like a childish game, maybe like for your kids probably, but your kids not going to be spending money. I might be wrong, kids might be spending a lot of money, but in crypto I don't think they are, right? So yeah, they just need better games. Now if you look at another component of B3, which is their the tokens and in-game economy, because that's a very important part in blockchain gaming, hate it or love it, right? So there are 3 components in their entire game, like the economy, right? So there are XP, first of all, XP, and XP is earned directly on the Basement.Fun platform by players as they engage with various games and activities. It reflects a player's dedication, skill, and participation, and it can be accumulated to unlock various rewards within Basement.Fun. Yeah, so it's like an XP experience. The more you play, you unlock new contents. You might level up, right, and gain access to exclusive features within different games of B3. And this is not going to be tradable because it's experience point, right? The second thing is like a BP, the builder's point. On the other hand, are specifically designed for third-party developers who want to reward their own communities. This is for developers to reward their communities. BP is integrated into games or apps built onto the B3 ecosystem by developers and distributed as an incentive to their users. Now, this is going to be the main thing that you want to look at, right? While you play the games, any games, right? Let's say like Planet Orbit or Gravity Fall, I don't care. The developers of these games, they're going to be having BP as incentive to you guys. If you play these games and you're like the top players on a leaderboard, whatnot, the game developers will distribute the BP points to you. The more BP point you have, you can trade or convert these BP points into the B3 token, right? I guess there is no conversion rate for now. I guess it's gonna be revealed on maybe before TGE, a couple hours before TGE, I guess. But right now we don't know about the conversion rate, but you can convert that to the token, and you can sell that for money. So it's pretty nice. That is play to earn right there, right? Play games and get the BP. The only thing that you need to keep in mind is you need to find the games that actually have a good amount of BP to be given away. Not all of these games have BP, right? Because the game developers, they need to apply for that, to get the BP from the B3 game platform, right? So yeah, just keep that in mind. And finally is the B3 token, which is the token that's going to be launched on Bybit on February 10th, and other major exchanges. So congratulations, B3. It was great. I would love to see them on Binance, but I guess this market is not really suitable for that. Yeah, so for game developers, a B3 token funds creativity and new paths for monetization. So it's basically the main token, right? For the players, B3 empowers you to influence the future of gaming and grow with the ecosystem. You can stake, you can use B3 to fund and publish the games you like, get early access to game new features, participate in governance, right? Developers, you can do all of this, right? So it's gonna be a token. And yeah, there's gonna be also an airdrop program. So if you've done the airdrop of B3, congratulations. If you haven't, like myself, there are other opportunities, right? But yeah, there's gonna be more airdrops in the future. This is only season 1, so if you're interested in B3, if you like, play to earn still, yeah, participate in their season 2 airdrop, right? Yeah, the token distribution is pretty nice. I guess there's not like they want to keep things like in private. They're not really giving us all the details because I don't think that this is a good representation of that. Like there should be like a the little chart that shows the token emission after the years. I would love to see that. I'm a visual guy, but yeah, token distribution, community, and ecosystem. So for the gamers, by gamers, earn B3 through multiple airdrop seasons, top leaderboard stake, participate in governance playtest. Okay, so community is 34.2%, amazing. However, there are a few things that I want them to clarify, because there are a lot of projects that I've seen where they said a 34% for community and ecosystem, but then within that 34.2%, only like 5% for the airdrop season 1, and then the remaining is for future ecosystem incentives. So that's not really for the airdrop people. So I would love like a more detailed breakdown of how you're gonna spend this 34.2 community and ecosystem, who's gonna get it, and how much percent, for the airdrop and whatnot, different seasons, right? So that'll be great. And then 20% for the investors, kind of a lot, not gonna lie. 23.3% for team and advisors. So the team has like 43.3% already, and the foundation get 22.5%. So basically the team there. Okay, that is a lot for the team and the foundation. So yeah, in terms of a locking period, the team and advisors, they get all tokens locked in a 4-year lockup, 1-year cliff, and monthly unlocks thereafter after 3 years. Standard, good, nothing too crazy. Investors and angels, they got 7 VCs, 100 plus angels. That is a lot. Wow. Okay, so all tokens lock up in 4 years, 1-year cliff, monthly lockups. Are they gonna lock our airdrop tokens? Because they didn't say it, right? Community ecosystem, yeah, they didn't say anything about the airdrop, so I don't think it's gonna be locked. Hopefully it's gonna be 100% TGE, because if they lock our tokens, it's not a good move, dude. I don't like that. But yeah, okay, so I don't think they're gonna lock it. Finally, let's talk about B3 launching on the Bybit spot exchange, and talking about its valuation after on Bybit as well. So here we go. This is the official announcement. New listing on Bybit. Grab a share of the 140 million B3 price pool. Now, again, if you don't have a Bybit account, make sure to use our referral link down in the description for a 20% off of the trading fees for life. And participate in this event. So the listing timeline is gonna be opens deposit, B3 deposits open on February 10th, 11 a.m. UTC. So keep that in mind. B3 listing is gonna be 2 hours after that. That's good. I like it. So a couple of hours for people to just deposit and whatnot, right? B3 withdrawals opens on February 11th, 10 a.m. UTC. So 1 day after listing, we can withdraw. Deposit and withdrawals will be available with the base network. Okay, so the token is gonna be on base, which is weird because I thought the token is gonna, it's fine. Yeah, the B3 token is gonna be on base. I thought it's gonna be on B3 mainnet. So token splash event, all right. So there's gonna be 2 major events for you to earn 140 million tokens. Event period February 10th, 8 a.m. UTC to February 25th, 2025. So 15 days, wow, for you to be earning this. Event number 1 is new user exclusive. So this is what I'm talking about, man. If you don't have a Bybit account, do it right now. If you are a new user, you only need to deposit to earn from 100 million B3 price pool, right? So you have to click on register now, and it's very simple. The second thing is, the first thing is sign up on Bybit and complete identify verification level 1. If you don't know how to create a Bybit account, I have a video instructing you how to do that, so make sure to stay tuned in that. and watch it. The second step is to accumulate a deposit volume of at least 20,000 B3 or $100 and trade $100 worth of B3 via your first trade using a Bybit account. So basically deposit a minimum of $100 and then trade a minimum of $100 in volume. That's it. Okay, deposit $100 and then maybe make one swap of $100 and that's it. You are eligible for this event, right? Obviously, the first 5,000 new users to complete both steps will receive 20,000 B3 each. Now, how much is that? We're going to be talking about the valuation in a little bit. The second event is trade to earn from a 40 million B3 prize pool. Again, 15 days for you to do so. Click on register now, very simple. During this period, simply trade at least 500 USDT worth of B3 on spot to earn a share from the 40 million B3 prize pool. Simple, right? The more you trade, the larger your share of the prize pool, and the cap is at 100,000 B3 per user. Wow, that's great. $500 is simple, I guess. Just trade a couple of times and you're gonna get it minimally. But yeah, if you want more rewards, I guess you gotta trade a lot, and there are lots of whales on Bybit too. But yeah, the cap at 100,000 B3 per user, so that's 5 times the amount that you would receive if you have a brand new account. Let's talk about the valuation. Okay, I don't know the specific total supply. I've been finding it, I cannot find it, but from the look of it, I think they're gonna have like 10 billion tokens. So it doesn't matter, right? The total supply doesn't matter. What matters is what I think about the valuation. I think the FDV of B3 should be around $500 million or less. That's what I think. If you look at the top gaming tokens, MEXC $1.3 billion, right? With a, I guess the FDV of about 1.5, so $1.5 billion. And then we got Gala, 700 million, I guess. Ronin, $600 million in market cap. Ronin is, excuse me, so about $1 billion in FDV. But these were very large chains already with lots and lots of famous games. If you look at a more recent gaming chain launch like Psy, right, on Binance, right now they're at about 250 million, right? And then we also have Saga right now at about what, 700 million, right? And if you look at the market condition right now, it's not a hot market, right? Everything is down. Bitcoin is at about 90 something thousand dollars, 96. And gaming tokens are not really hot right now, right? I feel like GameFi next season is not going to be as hot as we want it to be. I don't think that B3 is going to go to like $1 billion in FDV. $500 million in FDV, I think is a fair valuation for B3. Another thing is that they only raised, I believe, about $18 million or like around 20 something million dollars in fundraising. I would say, and launching in this market is pretty terrible. So yeah, $500 million in FDV. But yeah, that's gonna be my valuation prediction of B3, about 400 to 500 million maximum dollars in valuation. And that's gonna be my video about B3, B3dotfun, a new layer 3 blockchain gaming on Base. If you like the video, make sure to like, subscribe to Crypto Ninjas, and comment down below your price prediction for B3. And remember to use our Bybit referral link to create an account and enjoy a 20% off of your trading fees for life. Thank you very much for watching. Daily out.